Bills Mafia. We have breaking news today.
Yes, sir.
Stefon Diggs had just signed a contract with the New England Patriots a few hours ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. 4 years, $69 million, 25 mil guaranteed, an average of 17.25 per year. He's going in age 31, season, man. 10 years in the league, entering year 11. In progression to work week 1 of the season, he will turn 32 in November 29th. So they just signed old man Jenkins. How you feeling about that, man? How you feeling about that? That's your boy, man. So let's kick it off, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling today? After
For
hearing
one and foremost, let's get this clear. Stefon Diggs is not my boy, never was, never will be. Number two, the New England Patriots, their new names are the Buffalo Patriots.
yes,
They are trying to copy the formula of the Buffalo Bills.
so flattering, so flattering.
I actually think it's a joke. And one thing that we know as Bills fans, we try to copy the Kansas City Chiefs, and has that worked out for us? So whenever you're trying to copy a team and they winning formula, it's not going to work out for you. So now, let me break this down a little bit for y'all. One and foremost, they went to go get Drake May. Drake May still is supposed to be somewhat similar to Josh Allen, somewhat the same height. He could run and also pretty much almost the same weight. So they got a quarterback that's like ours. Y'all took our receiver Stefon Diggs, and then y'all took Mac Hollins. Y'all want to be us so bad, and I'm gonna tell y'all this straight up. Y'all still gonna be trash. This is not gonna get y'all over the hump over the Buffalo Bills. I'm gonna put the respect on y'all. Say no, y'all gonna be second in the division, but we still gonna smoke y'all boys. Y'all got a Stefon Diggs that's 31 years old that just came off of an ACL tear. What type of work do y'all think he's about to put in? Do y'all not see the type of drama that he caused in Minnesota and Buffalo? And then he went to Houston, and Houston didn't even want to resign him. They even have him for a 4-year, and they even want to resign him. And not on top of that, let's be honest. Don't you remember when Stefon Diggs scored a touchdown against y'all? And he pointed to all the fans, and he disrespected y'all. And now, guess what? That same person that y'all hated is on y'all team. Y'all about to be sorry. And I feel bad for y'all. But before I really get to killing stuff, I have one question for you, HB. You know what this question is?
What's that?
I would like for you to tell me, are the Patriots still sorry? Or are they actually a contender? And your thoughts?
In our division, yes. I feel like they're contenders in our division.
Okay.
The reason why I say that is because Mike Vrabel, in all honesty, is a pretty good coach. And he's probably one of the toughest guys that Sean McDermott has to face from a head coaching level. So if I were to put it that way, I feel like he has a certain antidote that he knows that he has to have. He needs to have certain pieces in order to get to defeat the Bills. Now, I feel like he's setting up a lot of good pieces. He literally rebuilt that team entirely. He got 4 new linemen. He got high Carlton Davis III coming into the press conference, lifting up his pants and doing that whole 9 of yo, it's good, y'all boys. Y'all ain't gonna applaud me. Y'all ain't gonna nothing. He's signing people like that. So no, I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about the New England Patriots. They sorry selves. And then they're gonna sign this man here, Mr. Rasil Terry from the Comebacks. All this talent in the world, but he's 31 years old, about to be 32 when it starts to get cold. I'm not worried about him. Gets hurt week 8 and tears his ACL, and then he comes and they literally, it shows how desperate they are. It shows how desperate they are over in New England. I'm not worried about them. DK Metcalf didn't want to go there. They could have paid him. Chris Godwin didn't want to go there. He accepted less money to go over there in Tampa Bay.
First of all,
I'm not worried about it.
First of all, you think we worry about a man who carry an extra pair of panties in his purse everywhere he go? Y'all think I'm worried about a man who wears dresses? A man who wears skirts? A man dresses? Oh yeah, you know he kind of, he been through a couple. He been through a few of them parties. Shh, I can't say it.
Whoa,
but I'm quite sure he had.
What you mean he wear dresses though?
Oh, you know what I mean? the dresses that these females be wearing, you know, especially when they get hot, they love them dresses. He love them dresses year round. You know, we
I,
supposed to be afraid of him.
I don't remember the last time any Bills player or any man has been afraid of a guy wearing a kilt or a skirt. That's some Debo stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I thought if that is the most sus. That if that ain't sus, you call it fashion. I call it sus.
Oh yeah, for sure,
So
bro.
it is what it is. We ain't gonna say anything any false aspersions to nobody. I'm not gonna cast any bear witness out here, but we're not stupid. We're looking at a spade to spade. I'm not gonna tell you that I'm gonna look at a cat and tell you it's a dog. So it is what it is.
Well, I will say this though, right? We had conversations with a few Patriots fans, and these guys are not humble.
No,
like,
not in the least. Not in the least.
Like these Patriots fans are actually saying that we in trouble, including my boy, and he's not even a Patriots fan. Don't sleep. I'm telling you, the Pats are going to be good. We're not saying that they aren't going to be good, but we're going to tell you that they're not going to be good enough. Yeah. It's simple. It's simple, right? So now with that being said, I actually like to pick up for the Patriots because I do need help on offense. I do need to get Drake make some more weapons. So I do give you that. So y'all are better offensively compared to what y'all were last year. But the fact that y'all not humble, y'all think y'all actually finna steamroll us this year is beyond me. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel that the false narrative of he's gonna do the same thing for Drake May that he did for Josh. I think that's false hope. And you selling the Patriots false hope. This man's gonna be 32 years of age by November. And with my serious cap on, he signed for 3 years. So he's gonna be close to his mid-30s, trying to put up 1,100 yards. I don't see that. That's just something. And for $69 million or 4 years, I just
three. I think
it was 3. Okay, I'm sorry. So, cap space said 4 years, but either way, he's got if it's 3 years, 60 plus mil. I still don't think he's worth that type of money. And it's 25 guaranteed, so the rest is, it's a safe deal, but still $25 million a year. That's crazy work. Not for somebody off of ACL. That's almost twice the amount of money that Odell got when he tore his in the Super Bowl. So he got money, but he didn't get paid 25 guaranteed. That's out of pocket. And that's desperate. That's a desperate move.
So now my question is, do you think Diggs, do you think his good days of playing football are kind of behind him? Do you think he's gonna slow down?
Oh yeah. I mean, we saw guys like Amari Cooper. He's in that space. Guys that they make noise, but they're on the older side of their careers. You got D-Hop. D-Hop can still play ball, but you could tell he's washed. It all depends. What's his workload gonna be like? You're not expecting him at 31 years old to be the number one option on the team. You're gonna take away Demario Douglas's touches. You're gonna take Keyshawn Boutte. You're gonna take pokes away. You're gonna take carries off of Ramondre Stevenson because you still got that big head of yours that you had in Buffalo. You went to the Texans and you took away Dalton Schultz carries or his catches. You took Tank Dell's, and then when Nico Collins got hurt, you were basically the number one option because Tank Dell had a bad year. And then when Tank Dell went down, everybody else went down. You already saw how the show went.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I just feel like Stefon Diggs, realistically speaking, his days are done. And that's like compared to us signing Amari Cooper for that much money. The same age, everything.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So Joey actually have a good question. I mean, a good statement. Stefon Diggs helped Josh Allen. Yes. He will help Drake May. But let's not forget, Josh Allen helped Stefon Diggs too. And I 100% agree, but I'm going to disagree with this, right? I agree to an extent. And what I disagree with when you say he will help Drake May. And the reason why I will disagree, because we've seen what he did to a young Josh Allen. We seen the type of pressure, the type of mentality, and what he made that locker room to be. One person destroyed that whole locker room. One person made Josh Allen become one-dimensional because he felt like he had to force feed him. Coming from a Drake May, this is what, his second year? He coming into his second year with a player that has that type of mentality on that field with him, and who's gonna be in his ear 24/7. Like, give me that ball. We're not playing good enough, so give me that ball. So yes, it could benefit him because guess what? He do have a number one, a bona fide number one, but it's also gonna hurt him at the same time. And there's no telling if Drake May will ever be a Josh Allen. Only the future could tell. And a player like him could make or break a quarterback, especially a quarterback that's young, a quarterback that's trying to get experience. So I agree, he could help him, but I also disagree because it could backfire. What you think?
I think that when it comes to Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs' relationship, they both had different attributes. Josh Allen, obviously, head and shoulders above all the quarterbacks that Diggs ever played with previous to that. Attribute-wise, he had an arm. He had the mental capacity to deal with somebody like Diggs. Because if Diggs that relationship didn't start like that. It evolutionized to being toxic toward the end. And that most of that was Diggs' fault. And it wasn't more Josh's fault. Because if it was Josh's fault, you would have seen that for this year and the way that it looked like after Diggs was gone. And now you see a lot of young guys around Josh, and Josh has that head on his shoulders that he could play with anybody. So there had to be a change there. And now with Diggs being on this team, I don't think that that's really that. I don't really think that that's a good matchup there. I think that Drake May already has a good head on his shoulders, just how Josh does. They're willing to learn, and they're willing to just sit back and just keep going with the motion thing. I think Drake May's going to be a baller. I ain't going to lie. But I'm not going to sit there and say that he's going to be anywhere close to Josh. I feel he has attributes, but he's not. He's not him. So as far as him and Diggs, a younger player, year two, and having an older Diggs that's past his prime, just coming off of a torn ACL, I don't feel it's going to be slow but steady progress. And by the time that they already catch that rhythm, he'll be 32 going on 33 years old. So what's he really going to help him with? What did they really do there? I don't see him making it past a year on his team, to be honest. After the 25 years, after that 25 mil is done and over with, if he makes it a year two at 32 years old, I mean, I'm pretty sure they signed him to a safe contract where they're not going to have to owe him any of that money after the 25 mil is up. After that, it's all incentive. Like it's not incentivized, but it's not guaranteed money. He has to play. So I just don't feel at 32 you're gonna be worth 20 something a year still. I don't see that.
All right, because honestly, this show is not meant to be long. So I actually have a few questions for you real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
So the first question is with the Patriots adding Stefon Diggs to their roster, what is they ceiling? Like, what do you envision their ceiling to be this year?
I want to say anywhere between seven and ceiling nine. Because if they can get past the Jets and the Dolphins twice, if they can sweep twice, that's 4 wins. They split with us. In all honesty, they split with us the last couple of years. That's 5 already. All they got to do is win 4 more games. And there's 17 weeks. So I feel that they could win 9 games. They got a lot of good free agents. They just got to put it together, but they got to put it together in a hurry. So 9 wins is feasible because all you got to do after that is win 4 games. But you got to sweep. You got to sweep everybody else. So for division, it's going to be hard because we got a hard schedule.
And don't forget, they play the Steelers division just like we do.
Yeah,
and they gonna struggle against that division. I could possibly see them beating the Browns only.
Too. Don't get it twisted. We gotta face sorry teams too, but we also got some dogs. We gotta face the Eagles this year. Still gotta face. You know what I'm saying, we gotta face some dogs.
I honestly, bro, I think we play almost every playoff team.
Yeah,
just about from the AFC. Pretty much.
I love it.
All right,
here for it.
So now, okay. So what you think of this by Joey Hatch? I guarantee Stefon Diggs
same thing I just said. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see it. Past 32 years old, if you making your money already, you got your guaranteed money. I don't see him past that. I don't see him past the year. In all honesty, I can see him maybe do 1 year, and then probably be one of those in and out. You'll play. I don't think he'll play a full season unless you low manage him, because where are you gonna put him? You're gonna put him in the outside with a younger corner. Or you're gonna put him inside with the Texans and against Teron Johnson. I just don't. And then you can't put him in the inside because Demario Douglas, that's his spot. Demario Douglas not playing on the outside. And I'll be damned if he comes to a team, gets paid all that money, and then takes snaps away from Demario Douglas. I hate that. I hate that.
And I'm not. And this is my last question for you, HB.
Yeah.
Do you see us splitting with the Patriots this year?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I can see them because I think that Mike Vrabel puts the pieces together, like I said, to be able to put a game plan together. Now, to be honest with you, Gerard Mayo didn't have none of these pieces. So we don't know what that dude could have been. I mean, yeah, they say he was trash and all that. I mean, we clearly saw that he couldn't put a game plan together every week. But they competed week after week after week. Those scoreboards are not indicative of the games. My girl's a Pats fan, so I can tell you, I even watched their games, and I can tell you that their games were not that far every single game. They were just 1 or 2 plays away, which made the scores look lopsided. But they were competitive most of the year. The only fact of the matter is he didn't have the talent. He was playing with B players all year, B and C players all year. There was a second dude. Our second strings were better than their first strings.
It was bad. It was bad.
So no, I think that he will split with them this year, and I think that the ceiling is 9 wins for them this year.
9 wins.
9 wins.
All right. So I'm kind of iffy about it because they will be second in the division. So I want to say their ceiling is 8, but I could give them 9, but I don't see them making a wild card. And the reason why I say that is because I believe in the AFC. For you to make the wild card, you're gonna have to win at least 10 games. The AFC is too strong for a team to win 9 games to be in a wild card unless everything falls in your lap.
Oh, that's another good topic, man. That's another good topic. How many wins do a team need to have in order to get to the wild card, to get to the playoffs in general? Because there's a lot of teams that just won't make it. They're talented, but won't make it. Look at the Bengals. The Bengals just put damn near all their salary cap on 2 dudes. They sorry. They're gonna lose, then it's gonna be over with. Their defense gonna be nothing. They better have an Eagles type draft,
bruh,
for the defense,
bruh.
Because they're gonna be sorry.
It was cool seeing you pop up for some news around the league. Yes, sir.
It's not gonna be the last time, brother. We're gonna fight tooth and nail to be consistent. We said that, and we're gonna keep pounding. I promise you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. But hey, man, I'm not gonna lie, brother. I'm about to say, do you have anything else to say about this topic?
Nah. I love it. I think that this is a step in the right direction for us. It's content that we needed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been a dry well after all the noise about the six game suspension with Ogunjobi and Hoyt. So I think that this is the news that we needed, that Bills Mafia needed to hear and salivate on, because now we get to see this dude potentially 6 times in the next 3 years.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. I want to give a hot prediction, and this is my hot prediction. We play the Patriots twice every year.
Yes, sir.
The fact that Stefon Diggs is on the Patriots, and you know the rivalry between him and Josh Allen, I bet you a game between the Bills and the Patriots is gonna be prime time. It's gonna be in a prime time slot. What you think?
Okay, that's a good take. I like that. I want to see it in the beginning of the year. We need to play in the beginning of the year. I'm tired of going to these games in December and January, man, where it's cold, man.
It was so bad.
We need to feel our toes in September. I want to dig my feet into this victory, man. I want to see Josh go for 40 points on these dudes at home. I need to feel that, but I need to feel my toes in my hands in the process, brother. It has to happen. So it's not really a hot take, but my prediction would be that we have to play the first 4 weeks of the season. This has to be a must game, a must win.
I'm about to say And one thing that we know about the NFL, they always start the season off hot. Like the first 2-3 weeks, they're gonna put them games that you want to see to draw the people back into the league. Hey, so I do see us being one of them games against the Patriots. I see it.
Hey, Houston and Buffalo is early in the season. Houston and Buffalo is early. What makes you think that we can't play them now? Early in the season. But just put that slot right there. Pats and Bills right there. Slot early. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. September kickoff. Late September.
Late September?
Late September. Nice and, you know what I mean? Like little sweater weather, chilling. Get an ice beverage, some water. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Some some water.
And also, too, even though this don't have nothing to do with anything, I would like to tell, the Giants just signed Russell Wilson to a 1-year deal.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it's like $10.5 million. Y'all are going to be so trash. Y'all didn't elevate any way, shape, or form. You got old man Jenkins over there.
Y'all got Moonball Wilson. Moonball
Wilson. But in all reality, man, I know we came on here joking around. I know it's all for giggles or whatever. But hey, man, I actually like the news because I guess it brings more excitement for us when we play the Patriots. Because every time we play the Patriots, I just put that as a W on the schedule. And like now, at least now, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a good fight. And I look forward to that. I look forward to the matchup. And I look forward to dogging Stefon Diggs. I need it. We need it. We haven't had competition in this division for a while.
Yeah. You know what I'm most excited for? I'm most excited to talk that stuff come game weekend. Oh, my goodness. I cannot wait. I am salivating. Because this is the only time of the year where my wife, and I cover my wife. That's where I let everything loose. I let everything loose. All right. If Ken want to talk that smoke, he could talk that smoke. Rebecca on the corner over there with a Bills jersey, she want to talk that smoke, she could talk that smoke. Because my wife's gonna go in and talk that too. So it makes it juicier. Everybody loves a little rivalry. Everybody loves to see that stuff. So yeah. So we're down. We're here for it. We're gonna be here every week.
Yes, sir. Hey man, now with that being said, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. If there's any more breaking news coming out, best believe we're gonna try our best to be consistent to pop up on that same day so we can bring y'all the content, we can bring y'all the information. But now with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all for showing up, man. Y'all have a good night, and we out.
Yes, like, share, subscribe to the channel, Bills United Podcast. We need more followers on Facebook. Just look us up on Facebook, Bills United Podcast. Shoot us a follow so we can finally go live on that thing. We need 100 minimum. Let's go. Let's get it. And we out.
We out, man. Hey, man. Go Bills, big dog.
Go Bills. Let's get it.
We here, big dog. Man, we here, big dog.